Welcome to Embedded Projects. This is your Ravi Varman Rajendran, Embedded Developer. So today we are going to see how to interface Max 30102 with Raspberry Pi. In one of my previous video, we have seen how to interface Max 30100. So we got a lot of responses for that video, and everyone is very eager to know how to connect Max 30100 to the latest, the updated model of Max 30100. So this video came. In this video, I will tell you how to integrate Max 30102, and also I will give the files required in the description. Okay. Okay, fine. So now let us see how to connect the Max 30102. The hardware connections of Max 30102 is same as the Max 30100. Those who have not seen that video, please see that video. In that I have clearly explained how to enable the I2C from the Raspberry Pi configuration, and also how to check the I2C, how to enable, how to check the I2C, and how to do the hardware connection. Everything is uh, said in my previous video, that is Max 30100. The link is given in the description. And in this video, I will show you the code that is used for Max 30102, and also I have added one more feature. I have shown the code in the graphical user interface by using Python Tkinter GUI. Okay, so that is the difference. And let me go to the terminal. So this is the terminal, and let me check with the I2C connection. So for that we use the command I2C detect -y1, so that we can see the list of I2C devices connected to the Raspberry Pi. And here I have connected two I2C devices. One is Max 30102. Its I2C address is 57. Okay, I'm just checking whether it is properly connected. Okay, it's properly connected. So this is the address we need. This is another device, just leave that. So this is the address we need. So 57 is properly connected, so that the pulse oximeter sensor is properly connected to the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now I am going to the code. So I have written the separate. Okay, so these are the files we are going to use, and then this, the main file is, the library file is Max 30102, and the I have given the two files. One is the normal test file, and another is GUI based test file using Tkinter. Okay, and now I am going to use open sudo idle3 and then test Max 30102. Okay, so this is the basic file. Okay, so this is the basic file which will simply read the value from the data and do some calculation and display it in the output. Okay, in this we have using two library files. One is Max 30102. So this is the file. Basically this is the driver file, or I can say library file, which will interact with the sensor using I2C interface, I2C communication. By means of I2C communication, it will interact with the sensor registers and get the values from the sensor and give it to us in the required format. So that is the value job of this library file. Okay, and then we have another file, that is hrcalc. Here we try, here I have taken this code from the web, where they have tried some averaging and all those things, because we know that pulse oximeter sensor is very difficult to do, get the stable value. Yes, of course, this also need a lot of tuning for getting the stable value, but they have tried something, so I have imported that also. So that is hrcalc. Here they are taking 100 samples, 25 samples, 4 samples of moving average, and then 25 samples per second, totally 100. From that they are getting the data, processing and giving it back. Okay, so that is also loaded. That is hrcalc. You can also try with this. Okay, or we can go with our own algorithm for doing averaging, all those things. Okay, so this is the requirement of these two library files, and then we have the time. We don't need the time here, so I can just relay the time, and then we are initializing the object for the library file, that is m. Okay, and getting the data from the library m.sequential read, and then we are going to get the we'll be getting the four data actually. We'll be getting the four data. What are the data will be getting is, we are going to get whether heart rate value, and also the oxygen value, and whether it is valid or not. Okay, so whether the value we got is valid or not. If it is valid, this will be true, otherwise this HRB will be false, and SPB, if true, the data is valid, and it is calculated by this hrcalc library function. Okay, after getting this value, and if it is going to be true, the value is going to be true, then we are going to get the data and put it in the screen. So that's it, very simple. Okay, so this is a sensor. So this is the sensor we are going to use, that is Max sensor, Max 30102, and also I have given one IR sensor that I used in GUI application. In this we are not going to use that. Okay, and just we are going to run this. So running this will as first say I just putting, so it is first of all detecting the I2C address, and then it is going to detect with the finger, and if it is finger is going to detect true, it's going to give the data. Okay, so we need to wait, and we need to wait for the valid data. So now I think it's somewhat valid. SpO2 is 99 and the heart rate is 80. Okay, so this is the valid data, and then I will show you the another code, that is by using GUI application. Okay, so this is the code I use for GUI application. So I don't need this NumPy and this CV2 and all. We don't need. I am just deleting this. Okay, we don't need OpenCV, and also we don't need the time. I'm not using any time here, so I'm just deleting that also. Okay, rest of the thing can be here. Okay, so I can just check the model whether it's working. Is there is any compilation error? No, there is no compilation error. Okay, now I can check. Okay, what are the things we used here? We used the library OS, and then we used the Tkinter. Actually, OS is also not required. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that also. We're not using any OS related. Okay, we are going to use the Tkinter. So this is the Python GUI application in which by which we can create the GUI application and display the values in the labels. And this is for loading the image. PAL we are going to use it for loading the image. If in this I am not going to use any image, so I am going to delete this also. Okay, and then we have the GPIO. So this is for reading the data from the IR sensor. There I am using one more sensor, that is IR sensor. You can see it in this. Yes. So you can see, right? So this is the IR sensor. So I am using the IR sensor just to know whether the finger is placed properly, whether the finger is there or not. Okay, whether the finger is there or not, I am using the sensor. Because in this board I have two sensors. One is the infrared temperature sensor for detecting the body temperature, infrared, and also I have the max sensor. So I just want to know whether the finger is properly placed on the both the sensors simultaneously, because it's one of thing. So I am using this infrared sensor. So infrared sensor help us to know whether the finger is placed or not. Okay, so for that I'm using infrared sensor. So for that I'm using this GPIO library which will read the input of a sensor. Okay, and then max and HR calc. So this we already used in the previous simple code also, right? The same thing we are going to use it here. And then I have created the class. So in the class I have defining the function a window in which it will be showing some labels, title max 30102 with Raspberry Pi and some name and the values to be displayed in the label. Okay, so heart pulse rate and oxygen saturation, and this function will be stable, and it's going to call some update function. So it will be called for every 30 seconds. Okay, so giving some delay. So for every 30 milliseconds, it's going to call the function called update, in which it's going to check whether the finger is placed, and if the finger is placed, then it's going to read the data from the max 30102 sensor, and it is going to display it in the label. Okay, so this is the label, pulse label and the SpO2 label. You can see the pulse label and the SpO2 label. Okay, once I run, you can understand all those things, and we can name it as pulse oximeter. Okay, so the GUI name is pulse oximeter. Okay, now let us run this and run model. Okay, so you'll be getting like this. So this is the window where you will be having max 302 with my Raspberry Pi, pulse oximeter, developer name, all pulse. Okay, so this screen, this label will be updated only if I place finger above this infrared sensor, this one. Okay, that is what I am checking here. GPIO.input is equal to 0, because it's giving the active low output. So I am just checking whether it is 0. Only if it is 0, the data will be read from the sensor and updated in the label. Okay, I'm just keeping my finger now. So you can see the oxygen saturation value is updated right now. So it's not got the proper heart rate value. Okay, so now it's updated. So we are getting a heart pulse rate, and oxygen saturation value is updated, and we are getting it here, right? So this is how we can get it. Okay, so now you can see how the GUI. So GUI, seeing in the GUI is somewhat good, right? So I'll just say it in the GUI. Okay, fine. So this is how we can read data from the sensor by using the simple code to display it in the Python shell, and also by using the Tkinter code to display it in the graphical user interface manner like this. Okay, I hope you love this. I will share this code in the description. You can make use of it. Okay, thanks for watching.